Welcome back. We've got some exciting updates to share about the highly anticipated Universal Studios project in the UK. There's a new press release on Universal's website, and Sky News, which is owned by Comcast, the same parent company as Universal, has also chimed in with some additional details. Some of this information we've covered before, but it's worth going over again because the headline figures are pretty mind-blowing. This project is estimated to generate a net economic benefit of £35.1 billion for the UK over the construction period and the first 20 years of operation. On top of that, it's projected to bring in an additional £14.1 billion in tax revenue for the UK Treasury. This figure likely comes from a combination of factors, including corporate taxes paid by Universal, income taxes from the new jobs created, and indirect tax revenue from increased tourism spending. It's important to note that this analysis was conducted by a third party following the guidelines set out by the Treasury for economic appraisals. This adds an extra layer of credibility to the figures, as it suggests that they have been calculated in a rigorous and transparent manner. Now let's talk about the job creation aspect, which is a major highlight of this project. During the construction phase alone, we're looking at a staggering 20,000 jobs. That's a massive boost to the local economy right from the get-go, but it doesn't stop there. Once the park is operational, it's expected to directly employ 8,000 people, and Universal is committed to paying all these employees a living wage, which means a fair and decent wage that covers the basic cost of living in the UK. But the impact goes even further. Universal estimates that for every job within the park, at least 1.5 additional jobs will be supported in the supply chain and across the broader economy. This means a ripple effect of job creation benefiting businesses and communities far beyond the park itself. We're talking about jobs in everything from construction and manufacturing to hospitality and retail. And it's not just about the quantity of jobs, but also the quality. Universal is emphasizing its commitment to creating high quality apprenticeships and training opportunities. This means that the project won't just provide employment, but also valuable skills and career paths for people in the local community. This project is predicted to be a major magnet for visitors, drawing in millions of people from all over the world. In fact, it's projected to be one of the most attended attractions in the entire UK. This means a huge influx of tourism spending, which will benefit not just the park itself, but also the surrounding businesses and communities. Now let's move on to the Sky News video and article, which offers some additional insights and details about this project. We've linked both the Universal Economic Assessment and the Sky News piece down below, so be sure to check those out for the full scoop. But here's a quick rundown of some of the most interesting points raised by Sky News. Sky News had the chance to speak with Paige Thompson, Universal's president in charge of new ventures, and he's brimming with enthusiasm for this project. He says, and I quote, "I can tell you it's going to be a world-class park with all experiences that people will love based upon the most popular films, video games, and stories that people have enjoyed for decades." Thompson goes on to say, "We've spent the last decade looking all over Europe and the United Kingdom for locations, and we think this is the best location we've ever seen." That's a big vote of confidence in the UK and the specific site they've chosen near Bedford. That mention of video games in Thompson's quote definitely piques our interest. Could this mean a Nintendo Land in the UK, similar to the one in Japan and the upcoming one in Orlando? It's certainly possible, and considering the immense popularity of Nintendo franchises like Mario, Zelda, and Donkey Kong, it would be a huge draw for visitors. But will they stick to the same format as the other Nintendo lands, or will they branch out into different characters and universes? Could we see a Splatoon-themed area or attractions based on other beloved Nintendo properties like Kirby or Animal Crossing? Or maybe they'll surprise us with something entirely different, incorporating other popular video game franchises beyond Nintendo. The possibilities are endless, and that's what makes this so exciting. We'll have to wait for more details from Universal to know for sure, but the prospect of a video game themed land at the UK park is definitely something to get hyped about. The article also gave us a sneak peek into the initial plans for the resort. Phase 1 will include a theme park, a 500-room hotel, and a dining area that will be open to everyone, even those without a theme park ticket. This sounds a lot like Universal City Walk in Orlando, a vibrant hub of restaurants, shops, and entertainment that's become a destination in its own right. It seems like Universal is aiming to create a similar experience in the UK, offering more than just rides and attractions, but also a place where people can relax, dine, and soak up the atmosphere without needing to purchase a theme park ticket. And it sounds like this is just the beginning. Thompson hinted at future expansion, saying, "Over time, I would expect the number of hotels to grow." This suggests that Universal has a long-term vision for the resort with the potential for it to become a major vacation destination. Another interesting tidbit from the article is that the park is intended to be open 365 days a year. This is in line with Universal's other major theme parks and indicates that they're aiming to make this a year-round attraction, not just a seasonal one. However, this raises a question. With the unpredictable UK weather, will this mean we'll see a greater emphasis on indoor attractions and dark rides to ensure that visitors can enjoy the park regardless of the conditions? It will be interesting to see how Universal addresses this challenge in their design and planning. We've actually experienced these events firsthand in Orlando, and let me tell you, Halloween Horror Nights is absolutely fantastic. The level of detail and immersion is incredible, and it's a must-do for any horror fan. Whether they'll put a UK flavour on it is a question for another day, but we're definitely excited to see what they come up with. The Sky News article also touches on the topic of government incentives and support for the project. It mentions the possibility of government investment in local road and rail links to accommodate the increased traffic and visitors that the park would bring. This could include improvements to existing infrastructure or even the creation of new transportation options. There's also potential support from East West Rail, a proposed new railway line connecting East Anglia and South Wales. The first phase of this project includes a line between Oxford and Cambridge, with a proposed new station at Kempston Hardwick, which is conveniently located right next to the land where the park would be built. This could provide a major transportation link for visitors coming from other parts of the UK. However, the planning process is identified as a potential risk. While local businesses and MPs are supportive, and both the Chancellor and Transport Secretary have been briefed on the project, there's still the hurdle of obtaining planning permission. Universal Destinations and Experiences has submitted planning proposals and held talks with local councils, but they're seeking approval through a special development order. This means the final decision on planning consent would rest with the Department for Levelling Up, Housing and Communities rather than the local authorities. This could be a potential point of contention or delay in the project's timeline. So are you excited? I know I am. This could be a game changer for the UK, a new landmark destination that puts us on the map for all the right reasons. Let's keep our fingers crossed and hope this dream becomes a reality. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and let us know in the comments what you're most excited about for Universal Studios UK. Until next time, keep dreaming big.